Hey legends, thanks for tuning back into The Outfit. We are officially back on the road.
Yes, so it's Monday the 18th of May. Today the restrictions are being lifted a bit further in Western Australia, meaning we've got 4 new regions to explore. So we're leaving sadly the Great Southern, where we spent the last 7 weeks, this whole lockdown of this pandemic basically there, and heading towards the southwest. We don't know how long we'll stay there. We basically have 4 weeks to make our way up towards the wheat belt, so we'll enjoy along the way and try to find some cool places. So we've arrived yesterday in Hamlin Bay. It wasn't really like a great weather, so we kind of like scoped the place around, tried to find a potential campsite. We ended up like in a forest because it was a bit windy on the coast, and we had like a bad night of sleep the night before. So now we feel much better. The day actually became sunnier than forecasted. So we went on a little exploration this morning, walked a little bit the Cape to Cape track, I think that's called. And now we're just having lunch. We just stopped here. Potential campsite, we're not too sure if we'll stay here because if it gets windy, there will be definitely too exposed. So we'll continue to drive around and find a spot for the night. So a little behind the scene outside, as you can see, it's raining. So we have a bit of spare time right now. So Chris is doing some editing, having my headphones and trying to find some music to fit for the vlog. So yeah, so sometimes we're not always exploring. We just sit down and do nothing or do some editing. So we're on our way to the next beach. So I had some waypoints on the Google map, places that we should check out where we could potentially camp. So we're making our way slowly up. We are like right now on the 4-drive track. They're not too hard. We haven't needed to drop tire pressure too low. Right now we are at 25 psi. So yeah, nothing extreme. So we'll see where that goes. But so far.
quite low tide here on the reef. It's a seal, I think. Oh no, it's a ray. Or it's a shark. I don't know what it is. It's a ray. Like a stingray or a bull ray, eagle ray, I don't know. How cool is this? Not a bad dinner perch. Just checking out all the stingrays coming in for a feed. Big old rain cloud on the horizon. She'll be dark pretty soon. Can't wait to get in the water tomorrow morning.
So this is what I was talking in the previous video. We're actually getting really cold in the morning. It's a beautiful day ahead, but right now it's like 8 degrees, so I have to get like gloves, beanie, and like proper winter jacket to have coffee. But because it's still quite a nice and still morning, we decided to sit and watch the sunrise with the ocean in front of us.
Morning guys. So I'll be going out for the first spearfish here pretty soon. It looks like it's a nice shallow little reef system, so hopefully I'll be able to find something there, maybe even some rock lobsters if I'm lucky. Often if it's been a few days since I've been spearing, and because I'm still very new at this, I do what's called a CO2 table, which is 8 total breath holds. At the moment I'm just doing them for 45 seconds at a time, and then the time between holds gets shorter and shorter and shorter to make it more difficult, and what it is it builds up that CO2 tolerance. But my holds here, which is like a minute 10, a minute 20, they're not the same as in the water, so I don't know what that is. I just need to work out why I can't get the same hold. So I don't know if it's exertion or if it's a little bit of stress. And just thought I'd do a bit of a backstory on why I got into spearfishing in the first place. So when Ange and I went to Esperance, so we were in WA, we knew this lockdown was going to happen with this this whole coronavirus scare. I had no idea what it would entail, but I was really concerned that, especially in parts of WA, food would run out. So I thought, right, I need a way to be able to catch food as long as I can find somewhere we can settle with a freshwater source. It's like, right, there's only so much canned food I can eat, and there's only so much food we could fit in the car. So I knew we had a fridge and solar system, so I knew I could potentially catch fish, put it in the fridge, and at least we could have a couple of days worth of food. The old pole and line fishing, whatever you call it, has never interested me. I don't like sitting still in one place for too long. It just doesn't appeal to me at all. I see why it does appeal to a lot of people, it's just not me personally. I'm more of a go out there and get it sort of a person, and I have notoriously always been really scared of the water. Nothing about the water in particular, but just an inherent fear of drowning, and of any ways to die, drowning would be the one I would least like to go through. I don't know what that is. I think maybe I had a few traumatic childhood experiences with water. I know at our high school we were forced to swim in this bone-chillingly cold swimming pool, and I think it just used to scare me to death. And then when I was younger, I went to Vanuatu and almost drowned on my own, and that I think just gave me the willies, and I just never really got over it. So I'm a really firm believer in breaking through your comfort zone and pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. And spearfishing's always kind of interested me. I've always been really impressed by people who can do it, because what's lurking beneath the sea is pretty disturbing to me, kind of thing, like sharks, like just so much that could go wrong out there, and you're all on your own. Well, I'll be all on my own if I'm spearfishing. So I thought, right, that's really what I want to get into. I want to at least give it a crack, and then at least I'll know that I can kind of fend for us if we need to. So that's kind of the backstory behind why I got into spearfishing. And I'm very, very fresh at it. So you've seen almost the amount of times that I've been just in these last few episodes. I would have only been in maybe 10 times. So it's getting better though. I'm shooting fish every time, unless I choose not to. Been trying to go after maybe a different type of fish, but yeah, it's working. I love it. I can't get over how amazing it is underwater. It's like another whole world to explore, and it's giving me a huge appreciation about what is beneath the surface. I also really like spearfishing in that there's no bycatch, and that it's completely about choice. I choose exactly what fish I want to shoot. If I see a fish that looks really beautiful, or if it's rare, I just won't shoot it. So I feel like it's a really good way to get up close and personal with what you're preying upon. And I think it's cool that there are other larger, better, bigger predators than me out there, which I think is just pretty amazing. And even sometimes I'll go out there and I'll bring back rubbish and stuff, and yeah, it's just really opened my eyes to what's out there. So I hope you guys are kind of enjoying it. It's really difficult to film down there. So far I've just mounted a little GoPro mount to the end of the base of my gun. For a while I was having the GoPro on my head, but it slipped off once, and it took me about 20 minutes to find the GoPro. So that's why I'm going with that. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully today I'll get something, but first up, we're going to start on this freediving trainer. Well, that's what the app is called, freediving trainer. I don't know if you can see that there. I start with a 40-second hold, and then it moves to 45 seconds. And then I can increase that later on if I get more confident with it. So if you're keen to join me, all you need to do is just sit back, ideally, relax. I like to close my eyes when I'm doing these. Hold your nose, take a big deep breath in. All right, let's get cracking.
10 seconds.
So 10-second timer, you might have heard that. So a big breath in, let it all out,
4,
and then another
3,
big breath in.
2, 1. Official top. 30 seconds. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Breathe.
Nice. So it's a 40-second hold. Hopefully you could do that. Let me know in the comments if you could, or if you couldn't. I certainly couldn't the first time I did it, because my body just freaked out and immediately tried to gasp for air. I don't know what that was all about. But now I've got a 2-minute break, and then I've got a 45-second hold, and then 145, 130, 115, 145 seconds. And then the last time you've only got a 30-second gap before your next 45-second hold, so it gets harder and harder and harder. But yeah, it seems to be working. because it was very shallow, really weedy and a bit choppy. But I did get a small skippy and a small leather jacket, so that'll be lunch for Ange and I, and we'll put some rice in. So I did get lunch because we're running pretty low on food. And I don't know if you'll be able to see in the footage, I haven't looked at it yet, but a huge ray went past, which was pretty cool.
So Chris is just cooking the fish and I'm just walking around camp and I've seen this glass bottle that really annoys me to see trash in places like that. Especially if you drink and come here to trash the place, please take the bottles with you, take the plastic, take everything, because this does not belong here. So it's about 3:30 p.m. We just left our spot by the beach. We only have like a small window of good weather in the coming days, so we've decided to head a bit more north of the southwest region and explore. So we'll try to find a nice campsite for the night and wake up nice and early to make the most of tomorrow. So on the last video we filmed, we were about to try to find a new campsite in the southwest region. Didn't really go to plan. That part of Australia is actually quite hard for wild camping, like nice places. It looks busy, it's like very touristy. So we actually decided to leave the southwest. We couldn't even find like water. I mean, COVID-19 definitely didn't help. All like water fountains, shower facilities, everything is shut still over there. It's very strange. They haven't kind of like started to reopen. So now we're making our way towards Perth because as well, to keep in mind, we're gonna have a huge cyclone apparently hitting from tomorrow for 2 days. So we might book a hotel this time because it looks more serious. We survived one storm in Albany, but this time looks more serious. So I think we definitely deserve it. We don't know yet when we'll film the next episode. We hope you guys understand. So today is gonna be a nice day. We're gonna try to enjoy it. We're not necessarily gonna film, and we'll see you when we're back on the road when we pass Perth. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.